Good morning students, how are you all? Hope you are fine. Today in our IIT session we are going to discuss about our second chapter, surds. Here the basic definition of irrationals. A rational number is a number of the form p by q where q is not equals to 0 and p comma q are integers with no common factor except 1 is called a rational number denoted by q. Here take one example. It is of the form p by q, 3 by 2 and 5 by 3. These are both examples of rational numbers. Here q is not equals to 0. Q means denominator. Here denominator is 2 and here is also denominator is 3. Here q is not equals to 0 and p comma q are integers. Here 3 and 2 are integers with no common factor except 1. So here there is no common factor except 1. Here the common factor of both integers is only 1. And next one, these represented either terminating or repeating. Here 3 by 2 decimal form is 1.5 and 5 by 3 decimal form is 1.66666 and so on. So this is a example of repeating decimal points and this is the example of terminating decimal point. So here between any distinct rational numbers, distinct means different. Distinct means different. Between any distinct rational numbers there exist infinitely rational numbers. So how can we find between rational numbers of two distinct rationals? Here 3 by 2 is a rational, 5 by 3 is a rational. The in between rational number formula is a plus b by 2. So that is equals to 3 by 2 plus 5 by 3 by 2. So result is 19 by 6 into 1 by 2. So result is 19 by 12. This is the in between rational of 3 by 2 and 5 by 3. So series is 3 by 2 comma 19 by 12 comma 5 by 3. 19 by 12 is the in between rational of 3 by 2 and 5 by 3. So we can find in between rational of 3 by 2 and 19 by 12. That is equals to the formula a plus b by 2. So that is equals to 3 by 2 plus 19 by 12 by 2. So result is 37 by 24. So this is a rational number in between 3 by 2 and 19 by 12. So the series is 3 by 2 comma 37 by 24 comma 19 by 12 comma 5 by 3. This is the way we can find infinitely rational numbers in between any two distinct rational numbers. Let's get into the topic. Surds. Let a is a rational, n be any positive integer. So nth root, this is nth root of a is an irrational number. Here when a is a rational, n be positive integer, nth root of a is an irrational number. In our 9th class first chapter we already know about irrational numbers. Then nth root a is also called as surd or radical of nth order or a radical of nth order. Here nth order is a radical sign. So nth root a is a surd. These are the conditions when the given number is a surd or irrational. Here nth root a is a surd when a is a rational number and nth root a is irrational. When a is a rational number, nth root a is a irrational. This is the condition. Next, when a is irrational number, the given a is irrational number and nth root a is a rational, then nth root a is not a surd. Here when a is a rational, here when a is a irrational number and nth root a is a rational, then it is a surd. Here nth root a is a rational, it is not a surd. These are the definitions of surds. So every surd is a irrational and every irrational need not be a surd. You got my point? Okay, this is the examples of surds. So here root 5, 3 root 9, 5 root 16, 6 root 20 are the surds. Here the order is 2, order 3, order 5, order 6. These are the surds. Here let's take another example, square root of 3 plus root 2. Compare with our nth root a. A must be rational and nth root a, total number is irrational. Then it is a surd. So here 3 plus root 2 is not a surd. Why? Because 3 plus root 2. Here a position 3 plus root 2 is not a rational. It is a irrational. So this is not a surd. So next topic, kinds of surds. First one, pure surd. So pure surd. A surd has a single term. Means monomial. Monomial means single term. Here root 5, 3 root 5, 5 root 9. These are monomials, means single terms. These are called pure surds. Next one, compound surd. So 3 plus root 5 examples. These are root 5 plus root 3. So a surd containing 2 or more terms. Here 2 terms combination. 2 or more terms called compound surd. A surd containing 2 or more terms called compound surd. So 2 terms combination is called binomial surd. 3 terms combination is called trinomial surd. Next, third one, mixed surds. A rational. A is a rational and nth root b is irrational. Then this combination a plus nth root b or a minus nth root b, these type of terms are called mixed surds. So these type of combinations are called mixed surds. These are the different kinds of surds. This is some properties of surds. If a plus b root x is equals to c plus d into root x. So a, b, c, d are rationals. Here root x is irrational, a, b, c, d are rationals. Then here a is equals to c. Compare the both surds. A is equals to c and b is equals to d. Second one, root x comma root y are irrationals. Then root x is less than root y if x is less than y, and root x is greater than root y if x is greater than y. These are very important conditions. Third one, if x is a positive rational number and root y is an irrational, then x is greater than root y if x square is greater than y. X is less than root y if x square is less than y. We have to check this condition. Take x is equals to 3, y is equals to 5. So from our first condition, x square is greater than y. Here x square is greater than y, 3 square is greater than 5. So means 9 is greater than 5. So let's check this condition. X is greater than root y. Here 3 is always greater than root 5. This is the way we have to use these properties at the situation of problem solving. So this is the conditions and this is one application. So these are the operations on surds, formulas. When addition and subtraction of surds, here a into root c plus or minus b into root c, that is equals to, by the distributive law, here root c is common, remaining terms are a plus or minus b. And for multiplication and division, these are the operations on surds. Next topic, multiplication and division. Here nth root x into nth root y is equals to nth root of x into y. Next one, nth root of x by nth root of y is equals to nth root of x by y. We have to take some of the examples. Here root c common. So here root c place. Here root c is root 5 of a plus or minus b. Here the combination is addition. So place here in the a place 3 we have to consider, and place at the b place here 4. So that is equals to root 5. 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. So final result is 7 into root 5. Next one, by the multiplication. This is the one of the example of multiplication. Here nth root means third root and x means 5. Here nth root is third root, y means 9. So the formula is nth root of x into y means third root of 5 into 9. That is equals to third root of 5 9s are 45. This is the result. So by the multiplication completed, and next one division. The example is 5 root 6 by 5th root 9. So that is equals to here nth root of x means 5th root of 6. Nth root means 5th root, x means 6. Nth root here is 5 root, y means 9. So the formula is nth root of means 5th root of x by y means 6 by 9. 6 by 9. So that is equals to how many times? 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So 5th root of 2 by 3 is the final result. Some important formulas of surds. If a is rational, root b is irrational, then a plus root b into a minus root b is equals to, it is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square, here square root cancel, result is a square minus b. Next formula, a plus root b, rationalizing factor is here when the denominator having a plus root b, then the rationalizing factor is a minus root b. You already know in your first chapter how to find the rationalizing factor of given irrational combination. Next one, a minus root b rationalizing. RF means rationalizing factor, children, is a plus root b. Next formula, a plus root b into a minus root b are called conjugate surds. Why? Because their sum and their properties are rationals. Here a plus b into a minus b is of the form. So a plus root b into a minus root b. So result is, it is a rational, a square minus b square. And also here the sum is also rational. How? A plus root b plus a minus root b. Here minus root b plus root b cancel, result is a plus a to a. So their sum and their product, and their products are rationals. Next one, like surds and unlike surds. In like surds, addition, division, subtraction, multiplication is possible. Why? Because here 2 into root 5, 7 into root 5, here minus 1 into root 5, here root 5, root 5, root 5. In all terms root 5 is common. So here addition, division, subtraction and multiplication is possible. This is the definition. Two surds whose quotient is a rational number. Two surds whose quotient is a rational number. Let's check here. 2 root 5 by 7 root 5. Here root 5 cancel. So result is a 2 by 7. It is a rational. So this type of surds are called like surds. Here root 5, root 5, root 5. These are all common. Here root 2 plus 3 root 3 comma 2 into root 2 plus 6 into root 3. These are also like surds. Why? Because here 2 is common, remaining root 2 plus 3 root 3. So these are also like surds. Next one, unlike surds. So here quotient is not a rational. Here quotient is not a rational. So these are 2 root 3, 5 into root 7 minus root 10, these are all unlike sets. Why? Because we have to check quotient is not a rational. Here 2 root 3 by 5 into root 7. So this is not a rational, means it is a irrational number. So here division, addition, subtraction, multiplication not possible in unlike sets. These are law of sets. Here nth root, first one, nth root a into nth root b is equals to nth root of a into b. This is not a product, this is nth root. Nth root of a into b. Second one, nth root of a by nth root of b is equals to nth root of a by b. This is the third one, nth root of a is equals to m into nth root of a, that is equals to nth root of a. So compare with our law of exponents this formula, children. A power m whole power n is equals to a power m into n, or a power n whole to the power of m. Compare with our exponent formula. Next one, nth root of a power p is equals to a to the power of p by n. Nth root is nothing but a to the power of p whole to the power of 1 by n. So 1 by n into p is equals to p by n. So final formula, a to the power of p by n. In our next class, we will discuss about how to solve different types of sets by using this law of exponents and properties. So if you have any doubts, please contact my number. Thank you.